So what I'm going to look at is how to get rid of unwanted noises in an audio track. Usually those noises are quite distinct, which can be quite handy because it means we can more easily pick them out. But it may be somebody coughing, or it may be the sound of some high-pitched alarm going off in the background, and that's what I've done in this particular track. Now, looking at the normal view, the decibel view, this isn't going to help us much, and what I've got is I've got a violin, but I've also got the sound of an alarm going off in the background. So it's these pips that I want to get rid of. Now the best way to do this is to go to the spectral frequency display. So if I click on there, and I can see immediately where those pips are happening, and then you can see they're going off, and you can see them at regular intervals in the sound itself. There's a couple of different ways of doing that. I can actually grab these particular sections and I can just delete them out of the spectral display here. So I can take these. I've also got I've got the lasso selection tool, I've got the marquee selection tool, so there's a couple of different tools I can use to just grab these sections and delete them out. And if I just listen to that again, it should have disappeared. So you'll hear the first pip here, but then there should be none there. So you can see it's almost completely disappeared. There is a little bit of it there still. So I can take those bits out as well. I can also take parts of the spectral display, and or parts of it, and I can actually paste them in as well if I've got certain bits that I want to repeat. Oops. So just to clean that area up. But I can still see that these slight few bits and pieces that are still remaining, but it's done a pretty good job. Let's have a look. Let's just delete out the remaining bits here. So you can hear that's completely disappeared. So unlike this bit, that's completely gone. The other approach I can take is also I've got the spot healing brush tool, where I can actually take a section here, and I can increase the size of this as well. So just like in the Photoshop brush, I can just drag, select and increase the size, and I can take a section where there's this noise repeating, and I'm going to hold down shift and I'm going to just drag along there, and what that should do is clean up a section, and you can see immediately it's disappeared pretty comprehensively. So unlike the sound of it here, I can go back to this part and it's completely gone. So that spot healing tool is also really handy. So either method works okay. Some may work better in different circumstances, but they're both good ways of reducing noise, or particular noises in a track, or just taking them out altogether. The other thing I can do is I can also just take out parts that I don't need by just dragging and selecting, and I can also crop the audio, so I can just get rid of any section of audio that I don't need anymore as well. So that's a really handy thing to be able to do, and it means that I've just cropped off the start, which I don't need, and I've just left me with the rest of the track.